Hello, my name is Bridget Williams, and I'm a proud student of Grand Canyon University. Today, I have passed out to you my professional learning community handout, and I'm going to be going over that handout and why it is important. I'm going to be sharing resources and how to collaborate with other educators when designing instructional supports to specific needs to promote each student's engagements. As we know, each student is unique in their own right. We also know that no two students learn the same way. We have to also take into consideration that we have students from different diverse backgrounds. We have our ELL students. We have our students that are gifted. We have our students that are early finishers. We have our students that may have some challenges in reading. We have our students that have physical disabilities and so forth and so on. So we have a diverse level of students, and in order for those students to receive the proper educational experience that they deserve, it is up to us as the educator that we provide this for them. Now, specifically gearing toward reading, literacy, phonics, that type of thing. We know that students are all on different reading levels. We know this because studies have shown this. Statistics have shown this, and we have seen this firsthand for ourselves. So it's very important that we know how to break down within our classrooms how to meet the needs of each of our diverse learners, if we will say. So I think in doing so, when we're teaching reading literacy, it's important to know first, where does the student stand in their reading skill set ability. If we don't know that, then we cannot move forward, at least not move forward properly. So a proper assessment needs to be done in order to find out where each student is. Once we find out where each student is, it is always something that I like to do, is to pair them according to their reading skill set level. Again, this is not to bring forth any attention to who may be the better reader, the most fluent reader. It is to put them in a quote-unquote group that they can actually grow in. And I also think that it is important to have some of those exceptional readers also be a part of those groups with the students that may have some challenges with readings, because study has also shown that peer-to-peer collaboration and peer-to-peer help has improve some students' academic success, particularly in reading. As we're doing our instructions, it's very important that we understand different methods that we can use. For an example, how do you start your lesson off? Are you starting it off, or are we reviewing? Are we doing introduction and explanation for our students? Are we doing explicit teaching, to show the understanding of phonemic patterns and different things of that nature? For our students who may have visual problems, are we providing visual and auditory resources for them? Do we have interactive resources for our students that are more hands-on and with like flashcards and manipulatives to use as they learn how to read? Are we practicing and doing reinforcement at the end of each of our lessons? This is important because we as educators get to see if our teaching methods for this particular student or for those particular students are actually working. Are we doing writing practice? Okay, that's very important. Are we doing writing practice? Are we having our students write out different things using correct grammar, using correct punctuation, and knowing the difference between, a question or making a statement or something, declarative or something explanatory? Are we doing those things? And if we are doing all of those things, how are we doing assessments and feedback? My favorite thing to use is the exit ticket, because it provides immediate feedback to the student and to the teacher, so that we can know immediately what the student may have struggled with and can correct it so it doesn't go further on into their career as learning. So by reading my handout and exploring some of the different things that I have in my handout would give you some more educational resources and backgrounds of how to implement these different things within our studies and within our academic instructions for our students. Remember, it is our students who need us the most. They depend on us to give them the foundation that they need, and we know, as it's said, reading is fundamental. Actually, reading is a lifestyle. Without reading, it will be very difficult to stream through life as a means of knowing how to read things yourself and to understand. So reading comprehension, literacy, phonics, and awareness of vocabulary is extremely important, and it is a must that we instill these things into our students. So I hope you've enjoyed this short overview of my handout, and it has been my pleasure making this for you, and I hope that you get something from this video and also from my handout. And may your day be blessed, and let's keep doing it, teachers. We got this. We got this. Proud student of Grand Canyon University, Bridget Williams. Thank you so much for having me.